Good morning, everybody. Yes, I've got a new hairstyle. It's a temporary hairstyle and it's pink. So my baby girl loves it. And even more importantly, oh god, I look like a rubbish two-pack. She loves the beads. And she goes, "Mommy, shake it. Mommy, shake it." Okay, right. I came to get some sunscreen, which I couldn't remember what it was called. I kept saying sun cream. So I this is not the one I normally get, but this one I got is a Garnier Ambre Solaire Invisible Serum Super UV. So what the box said is that it would appear on every skin type because it's invisible. This is not invisible. This is cream. Okay, I thought it would be. Oh yeah, I also want to stop shouting again. So I'm gonna put it on now. My warm beard has sprouted, which is not good. So, and then I had a spot. I had a sty on the top eyelid, and then I had a spot here, which on the bottom eyelid, which yeah, was just mad over the weekend. Anyway, so I'm going to. Oops, my car is not on, so the holder keeps adjusting. How do you open this thing? Oh, right, okay. Right, so I'm going to. It's quite liquidy, but it says invisible. The girl said, "Would you like a receipt?" I said no, because when I put it on and it ain't invisible, I am coming right back here and I'm going to start shouting. And she just laughed, but she knew I wasn't joking. Because I used retinol last night. My sunscreen ran out sometime last week. So, and I kind of tried to maintain that. Okay, it is invisible. Not bad. I like it. It feels nice because the last one I had cost £30 per bottle. Is the I can't remember, but it's one of those ones that obviously when I bought it I didn't even think about the price because I was bowling. Yeah, this feels really nice. I like it, and it does what it says on the tin. Invisible Serum Super UV. What else does it say? There are some other ones that had like niacinamide and all the cinamides, but I was like, I've already got all the cinamides, so I didn't need any more cinamides. So yeah, we're happy with that. Yeah, okay. Feels nice. I like how it feels. So speaking of feelings, there's been a lot of chat in my brain about emotions, and it's been mostly not contradicting things, but like conflicting things. Oh wow, sorry, there's a lady non-black with a massive bum. Okay, even that driver is looking. You better not jam. Wow. Anyway, funny enough, I was watching YouTube when I was doing my ironing yesterday. Yesterday I ironed for like 3 till 9 or 8, something like that. Quite a few hours. And yeah, I was watching about BBLs and how BBLs have a smell and this and ugh. Anyway. But yeah, when I was talking about feelings and emotions, and I need to learn to stop getting so distracted so easily. But that was a big ass. Um, Feelings are not facts. I've said that. Feelings are not facts. Emotions are not real things. But I also read something I'd written down when I did a webinar a while ago, that feelings and emotions literally inform the decisions we make. So we can't discount them. They're very, very crucial to decisions we make. And a decision I'll make when I'm angry, if I make the decision when I'm calm, I might not make that decision, like the same decision. So it's not like I need to manage my emotions or anything, but it's just, it's good to acknowledge them, work through them, and all that stuff, which I don't have a problem doing. Also, what else has been happening? I went to church yesterday, and I went up for prayer at the end, but there was kind of like a queue. So while I was waiting, I saw one of my favorite aunties in church, and she wasn't on the prayer line, even though she's one of the pastors, I believe. And I just went to her, and she's Nigerian as well, and I was very traditional. And she's just like, come through. And I love that when she sees, she just switches to Nigerian accent. And we had a big hug, and I was like, oh, auntie, I need you to pray for me. And then she goes, oh, okay. And she was holding me, she was hugging me. And that hug, which I've recently learned or relearned, that is a transfer of energy, it was such a calming, that mom hug. It was such a calming, reassuring, validating, loving, caring. Everything of a mom hug was in there. That my whole nervous system, my whole body just relaxed. And even though I wasn't feeling anything in particular, I just wanted prayer, I just kind of almost started crying. And I said, okay, I can't talk right now because I'm going to start crying. So she's like, okay, don't cry. She was still holding, she was whispering. She's like, okay, don't cry. I'll call you at 4:00, And then she sent me lovely messages yesterday. I didn't pick up. She wasn't able to call me because she had visitors and everything. So I've sent her a 20-minute voice note because she says she likes voice notes. And she likes long voice notes. So be careful what you wish for. But the point of that was that this week, with the feelings and the emotions, I did remember, I was saying to my friend, my best friend, that there's so many things that have happened that I wish I had a mom to talk to. I wish I had a mom to confide in. Not for her to give me the answers. What's in my eye? Not for her to give me the answers, but to listen and do the mom hug and all that stuff. And my friend was like, and she said it really kindly. She said, even those of us with moms still need that, and we still feel those things, and it's still, and I think because her mom is not here, her mom's in Nigeria, but it's still the same thing of like, you're still navigating all those same things. And for me, my main thing is like, I came to this country when I was 16 by myself. I went to boarding school. I had my sister, my younger sister, so I did feel a sort of responsibility to her. But then, when you just think like, oh, getting married, breaking up, heartbreak, all the usual things that mom will be there for, I haven't had them. And there are many times when I've thought, oh, what would my mom have said, I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but I lost my mom when I was 11. And me and my stepmom don't have a great relationship. We never did. So there's nowhere for me to go, sort of. So all the women I've met over time have had characteristics of what, like if I was to put together my perfect mom, I pick different things from them. So different people in my life give me different things, like the women. But imagine having all of that in just one, and just because I'm also very conscious that in this country, time, anyway, time is of the essence, and I don't like to waste people's time. So there's sometimes when I have to just internalize them because I don't want to bother people, and because I hate talking to people that don't have time for me. I don't like it. Like, I'd rather just keep to myself. I don't want to hear, it is well. And I don't want to hear, pele, sorry, I didn't fall. So, if you're not going to give me the time that I need, then, So, yeah, so that's what has been happening. I feel better. I feel more positive. I don't know if it's because I've had a coffee, but I do feel better. I think maybe because I sent my auntie that 20-minute voice note, I do feel better. But it's I'm also doing this thing where, and I keep saying it repeatedly to myself, that I want to stay in this position of being still and being quiet within myself, and I don't really want to talk to anybody about anything anymore. And the reason why I sent Antifinke the voice note was more like I needed more context about having faith, keeping the faith, and in that, when you're in that state of waiting, like, that's what I needed help with. And in doing so, I had to give a bit of context, of what I was going through. So, but in other news, yesterday was MJB Day. That's what I like to call it. It was the day I filmed my Mary J. Blige video. So I saw some pictures. I was going to put up some pictures as a post on YouTube, but I just couldn't find the picture to put. I saw the picture, but I couldn't find it to select. But anyway, it was late. I wanted to sleep or eat, and I was like, I'm not doing this. And so, but the video I really wanted to post, which I've decided to wait till January on my birthday, is the side-by-side video. So you can see the video I did, which is on my YouTube channel, check it out, and the original video, so like a side-by-side, because I got my friend that filmed it to do a side-by-side for me so I could see. So I'm going to post that on my birthday. And I was going to post it yesterday, but I think I'll wait till then. Yeah, it was just nice to relive it, and it was one of the scariest things I've ever done, ever. And I remember saying to myself for years afterwards, like, if I can do that, I can do anything. And I think that's one thing that I've done kind of like by myself, of my own like decision, like, okay, this is something I've always wanted when I was a child, to have a music video. So, and I didn't want to have anybody else in it. I wanted it to be just me. I didn't want any backup dancers. I was my own backup dancer. What are you looking at? Oh, the bird. Anyway, so that's it. What else? What am I doing this week? I don't know, but I'm just happy I've done most. I think I did all my ironing yesterday, including the sheets. Yeah, done all my ironing. And so this week, there's a feeling of relief that I'm no longer looking for 9 to 5. I took the LinkedIn app off my phone. I took it off my phone. And I don't know what other apps I took off my phone, because I needed to just free myself from the shackles of those, because that's what they were feeling like. Yeah, I do feel better this week. I have a lot of catching up to do with my course that I'm doing. I signed up for another one yesterday. It was just a free one about consulting. So yeah, I just need to get better organized and do more, because and also I'm going to practice letting go of the past again, because I was able to realize all the things I was doing that were still things from the past that I'm still holding on to, like even down to like using and learning AI and other new techie stuff, like just living in the now. Basic stuff I'm not doing, or I'm not willing to do, because I'm like, oh no, I don't like change, I don't want to do it. But it's because it's a form of holding on to the past. I can't afford therapy right now, so I am self-therapizing, and there's a lot of things that when I think them up or I consider them and I look into them, I'm correct. So yet again, if you have any tips on keeping the faith and how to wait on God, please put it in the comments. And on that note, I've overrun my time, and I will wish you a very good week. I don't know when I'm going to post again, but I have today, so have a lovely week. Thank you for watching and listening, and I wish you all the peace and all the love that you need today. And believe in yourself, be kind to yourself, and keep putting one step in front of the other. Ow, I need to eat. Okay, bye.